to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined. It's the beginning of Fight Week by King Kenny, ahead of your fight on Saturday night in Telford against Ashley RAK-SU. First of all, how are you doing, mate?
I feel great. I feel ready. I feel pumped. I can't wait for this Saturday.
Just had a little face-off there with Ashley. I think it was all respect, just ready to get in the ring now.
Yeah, of course. No matter who I'm fighting, I always give respect to any fighter that's in the ring, because obviously it's a tough sport.
You look quite powerful on the pads. I know pad works, but looks powerful. He looked like he had a good, decent level of speed. Did you take anything away from that media workout?
I was changing. I didn't even see it. It ended so quick. I got out and then he left the ring. So I didn't really see, but I've been training for whatever, man. So I'll be ready.
I know Daly was sitting there watching it. Does he take anything away from these sort of media events, and does he kind of use it to form any type of game plan, or do you think it's all for show for the media?
I mean, it's all to show, we prepare for anything really in the gym. My coach would tell me little stuff that he saw, but regardless, it's going to get finished this Saturday.
What do you make of his previous performance? It was a losing effort, but his stock probably rose against Anthony Taylor at the time, was much more experienced than Ashley.
Yeah, like I said, it's not easy to get knocked down with 10-ounce gloves and continue the whole fight against someone who used to be a pro as well. So it's like he has got the grit to continue, but he will get finished this Saturday.
So in your mind, there's no doubt that you will knock him out?
Well, this is boxing. Obviously, anything can happen. I could knock him out early. I could knock him out in the later rounds. It could go the distance. But regardless, if I see him lacking, he's going to get knocked out.
I've got to ask you, what's the plan for this year? Because I think something that Misfits has done that no other promoters do, and it's great for kind of the schedule, is they've announced all their dates throughout the year. You've got Berlin, you've got Ibiza, you've got New Orleans. It's a pick-em of international venues, isn't it? So out of those cards, what would you like to be on?
Bro, one step at a time. Once I beat Ashley RAK-SU, then we start looking ahead.
Okay, I just want to get your thoughts on Sunday's massive fight between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. I was out there in Saudi Arabia. It was a massive event. Just what did you make of the fight?
It was a good fight. Jake Paul got outboxed. The levels showed massively between Jake Paul and Tommy. Obviously, Tommy's been doing it his whole life. Jake Paul looks sluggish, and the right man won that fight.
And now, I spoke to John Fury after the fight, and he said, KSI, if you want the fight, let's speak to the lawyers. Do you think that's a fight that could actually happen? Yeah,
of course it could. Tommy is making a lot of money fighting influencers than he would in professional boxing. So if I was Tommy, I'd be I'd happily fight KSI.
Do you give KSI more of a chance in that fight than you would Jake Paul?
Yeah, Jake Paul looked very sluggish that fight.
Do you believe that KSI will still fight Jake Paul, even though Jake's taking his first L?
Yeah, that fight is still big regardless. KSI versus Jake Paul is it's going to be a massive fight. That's for the whole of the internet.
Is that bigger than Tommy Fury fight?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
How far away do you think you are then from these huge fights? We're seeing your progression from fight to fight under Coach Daly. Just go back to, I think it was early last year on the Kingpin shows. The level of progression is unparalleled. So for you, is it slow but small, steady steps to get to those elite top-level fights?
Yeah, of course. Going at my own pace, taking the right fights. Slowly but surely, we're going to get the big fights. It's all about being smart moving forward.
I've got to quickly ask you about one of your stablemates, Deji. How's he looking, and when can we expect to see him out again?
It's looking good. I saw him spar the other day. He looked quality, bro. Deji's good, man. Once he lets his hands go and put in combination, he's very compact. He was doing some new shit. I'm not even going to say what I was seeing, but I was like, raw. He was doing some new shit when he was sparring. I was like, he's going to be a problem once he's back in the ring.
Who would you like to see him fight?
Oh, I don't even know. Swarms called out me and Deji.
Yeah.
Because I've got a fight now. I think Deji vs Swarms makes sense.
Finally, Kenny, what happens on Saturday night? Can I get a prediction for you when you step in the ring with Ashley RAK-SU?
I'm going to drop him in 2 seconds. Anthony dropped him in 3. I'm dropping him in 2.
That's a very bold prediction. King Kenny, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV, and best of luck in Telford on Saturday night.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.